The new iPhone 11, the very popular iPhone XR. It's time to put them to the test. Hey guys, I'm Akshay from Beebom.com and this is the brand new purple colored iPhone 11. Yeah, it's here and it surprisingly looks fine. So for all of you who are confused, this is the successor to last year's iPhone XR. Yeah, there's no iPhone 11R this year, it's just the iPhone 11. So how big of a year-over-year upgrade is the iPhone 11 over the iPhone XR? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, but before we get started, let me tell you that this video has been sponsored by Surfshark VPN, which is just a great VPN software. I'll talk more about Surfshark at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Now then, let's get started. So this is the iPhone 11 in all its glory right next to the iPhone XR, and let me get it out of the way, this is pretty much the same phone in most ways. So what has really changed in this year's model? Well, obviously there's the performance upgrade like every other year, a slightly improved battery, but the major difference I can sum up in two words: camera, features. Yeah, that's about it. Look, the iPhone 11 is exactly the same as the iPhone XR. It has the same dimensions, it has the same big bezels, the same notch, and exactly the same display with that not even Full HD resolution. It does come in new colors this time, such as this purple one we have here. Apart from that, it's the same glass back, although Apple claims it's stronger now, and the new iPhone 11 is IP68 rated as compared to IP67 on the XR. It also has the same aluminium frame like the iPhone XR, you get the idea, right? But let's take a look at those cameras then. So this time around the iPhone 11 has a square camera module, and well, I hated it when I first saw the press renders and the leaked images, but in real life it's okay, it's alright, you get used to it basically. But design aesthetics of the camera aside, the iPhone 11 does have improvements here. For starters, there are two cameras on the iPhone 11. There's a 12 megapixel f1.8 wide-angle lens and a 12 megapixel f2.4 ultra-wide-angle lens with a 120-degree field of view on this iPhone. Anyway, I took a few samples with this phone, so let's take a look. So here's a picture taken from the iPhone 11 next to a picture from the iPhone XR. At first sight, they look pretty similar, but if we zoom in on the plant here, check out that leaf. Clearly, the iPhone 11 has taken in more detail than the XR by quite a lot. That's definitely impressive. Here's another picture. Again, at first glance, both of these photos look nice, although the iPhone 11 is slightly warmer in tone. Zoom in, however, and look at that. The iPhone 11 has grabbed a lot more detail on the flower's petals than the iPhone XR, which almost completely washed those details out. I took a lot of other photos as well, and as you can see, the iPhone 11 photo is better almost every single time. Even in portrait mode, just look at this shot. In most cases, however, as far as the dynamic range and the colors are concerned, both the phones are pretty evenly matched. But yeah, the iPhone 11 does take slightly warmer photos with better details. Plus, with the iPhone 11, you can now take portrait mode shots of animals, plants, objects, etc. So yeah, clearly the iPhone 11's primary camera is a lot better than the iPhone XR's primary camera, and that's a big improvement because the iPhone XR already had a pretty good camera. That said, the iPhone 11 also has an ultra-wide angle lens, which means while you can take shots like this, which looks pretty good anyway, you can just tap and switch to the ultra-wide angle lens and get this. Now this looks stunning, doesn't it? It's not just landscapes though, take a look at this picture. Now this is pretty great, right? Well, here's the ultra-wide perspective and this just looks so much better. I love it. Anyway, it's not just the ultra-wide angle lens, the iPhone 11 also brings a night mode. Finally. Now, I read and saw other reviews of the iPhone and everybody loves the night mode on the iPhone 11, but I wasn't too sure about it. So I went out and took a few samples with the iPhone 11 and well, look for yourself. So this is a photo from the iPhone 11 in a dark situation. It's decent, but now look at the night mode shot. This is just stunning. Here's another shot from the iPhone 11 in regular mode versus the same shot with night mode. I love the iPhone 11's night mode. There's a lot more detail in the pictures, the images are sharper, and the best thing is that it still looks like night, unlike the Pixel's night sight, which basically turns everything into day. When it comes to videos, the video quality remains pretty much the same, and in typical iPhone fashion, it's really good. However, when I was shooting videos with both these phones, I noticed two things that are better in the iPhone 11. First up, the stability. As you can see in this video, the iPhone 11 is just a tad bit more stable than the iPhone XR, so that is great. But the second thing is the fact that you can now shoot ultra wide angle videos, which the iPhone XR can't do. And even the ultra wide videos are pretty nice looking and stable, which is very impressive. On the front, the iPhone 11 comes with a 12 megapixel true depth camera, which is an improvement over the 7 megapixel camera on the iPhone XR. Plus it also has a wider field of view, which makes it easier to take group selfies. So you can just rotate your iPhone into landscape mode and it automatically switches into the wider field of view, which is pretty handy. Anyway, here's a selfie from the iPhone 11 and a selfie from the iPhone XR, and if we zoom in, we can clearly see that the iPhone 11 does have more detail on my face, although it still does some smoothing, but it's definitely better than the iPhone XR selfies. Here's another set of selfies, and here too the iPhone 11 has more details than the iPhone XR. Plus there are slow-fies. Yeah, I said the word, and I don't dislike the term either. The iPhone 11 takes 1080p videos at 120 fps from the front camera, and they are pretty fun. Check this out. So yeah, those were the camera differences, and clearly the iPhone 11 has better cameras than the iPhone XR. Now obviously the camera differences are the bigger change here, but there are other changes too. The iPhone 11 comes with the A13 Bionic chipset paired with 4 gigs of RAM and up to 256 GB storage. The A13 Bionic is obviously massively improved as compared to the A12 Bionic, as you can see from these Antutu scores. But how much does that matter really? I mean, the iPhone XR performs at par with every other flagship out there. It's great at multitasking, it's great at everyday usage, and games run buttery smooth on it. The iPhone 11 performs the same. PUBG runs amazing on this phone and everyday use is just no issue. It's a flagship Apple phone after all, and it works like one. Honestly, the A13 Bionic's increased performance won't show a big difference right now. It will show the difference when the iPhone 11 gets old, like 3-4 years old. That's when this performance bump will be meaningful as compared to the iPhone XR. As of right now, the iPhone XR is just as amazing as the iPhone 11 as far as actual performance is considered. Then there's the battery. So Apple claims that the iPhone 11 lasts 1 hour longer than the iPhone XR. However, I did a battery drain test on both these phones, and at the end of it, the iPhone 11 was ahead by just around 5 to 6%, which is not a big improvement. But that's not really a bad thing because the iPhone XR already had a pretty amazing battery. It easily lasts through the day, and the iPhone 11 does the same thing, sometimes lasting slightly longer in my usage. So yeah, the battery is fine, but it's not really improved much. Apple also says that Face ID on the iPhone 11 is faster and works at more angles, but again, it's not a huge difference by any means. If anything, Face ID on the iPhone 11 is only sometimes slightly faster than the iPhone XR. Other times, both the phones unlock at pretty much the same time, so it's not a big deal. As for the angles, well, yeah, maybe, but it doesn't solve the issue where your phone is kept on the table because you still need to lean over to get it to unlock. Basically, Face ID on the iPhone 11 is the same as that on the iPhone XR. It's definitely not noticeably improved. So how big an upgrade is the iPhone 11 over the iPhone XR? Well, there's obviously the more powerful hardware, slightly better battery performance, and the camera upgrades are simply huge. Plus, considering that the iPhone XR launched at 76,000 rupees last year, the 65,000 rupees starting price of the iPhone 11 is just amazing for getting the latest iPhone. There's also the naming to consider. Since this is called the iPhone 11, it no longer feels like you're getting the budget iPhone like what it did when you bought the iPhone XR, whose name was a clear indicator that you're getting a cheaper iPhone. Well, to sum things up, I think the iPhone 11 is a pretty good upgrade over the XR, and if you want the latest iPhone with the latest features, the iPhone 11 is simply a great choice to go with. However, with the launch of the iPhone 11, the iPhone XR's price has dropped officially to Rs 50,000. So if you're on a strict budget, the iPhone XR is still a great phone to buy. Now let's talk about our sponsors for this video. Surfshark VPN is a great VPN software and one of the fastest VPNs in India. The VPN has over 1000 servers in more than 60 countries and brings a bunch of amazing features, such as the ability to access Netflix libraries in multiple countries, malware and tracker protection, and a lot more. There's support for P2P sharing as well, so you can easily use file sharing services with Surfshark. Most importantly, there's a kill switch built in, so none of your internet traffic will go out unencrypted in case the VPN gets disconnected for some reason. That's really great. Surfshark VPN starts at just $199 per month, and Beebom subscribers can get a whopping 83% off with the promo code Beebom, along with an extra month of free VPN. So check out Surfshark VPN from the link down below. So that's what it's all about, and if you ask me, personally I'd pick the iPhone XR because I anyway change phones in a couple of years, and I don't really use the ultra wide angle lens on my S10 enough, so yeah, the iPhone XR is my choice. But what do you think? Which phone will you pick? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, give this video a like and share it with your friends who are wondering which iPhone they should buy. Also, we did a video on all the cool camera features in the iPhone 11 Pro, so you should check that out from the link in the description. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. That's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.